Many of the skills learned in a microbiology lab are very important in carrying over to working in a veterinary clinic. Being able to do things such as making a slide and using a microscope properly are important in order to get immediate results and order proper treatment for any patient. Microscopes are often used in a veterinary clinic to diagnose internal and external conditions, and those results are often needed. While your veterinary clinic might not be testing for COVID-19, it's really important to take those microbiology skills of proper labeling and sorting storage techniques into the veterinary clinic in order to ensure practices are done safely. Microbiology in veterinary medicine is practiced all over the world. So, our first stop will be the continent of Africa. Not only is Africa home to a large diversity of animals and plant species, but it also has a great biodiversity of internal and external parasites. One such zoonotic parasite is the flagellated protozoa trypanosoma, which causes African sleeping sickness. It's passed from humans and animals through the tsetse fly and can cause great disease, which can often be diagnosed through proper microscopic use. These images show another microscopic protozoa, the disease. This is a mosquito-borne illness that can be seen in bats, birds, lizards, ungulates, and even humans, and can be diagnosed through the use of a microscope. Now that we've looked a little bit at Africa, we can look at Asia as well. It's not only the home of many animal-borne viruses that we should be concerned with, but also animal-borne zoonotic parasites. Many areas that rely on aquatic organisms for food are often faced with zoonotic parasite transmission from undercooked meat. This just gives a list of several species that can be found in Asia. The relatively small island continent of Australia has not only evolved several interesting animals, but it's also evolved several different parasite species as well that we should be concerned with. Australia has a small parasite called leishmaniasis that can be diagnosed through proper microscope use and is found in dogs and rodents and can be transmitted through a small biting sandfly. Another parasitic nematode that's present in Australia is the parasitic lungworm, which infects dogs, foxes, and several grazing species. In North America, we have to deal with a very similar species that's transmitted by mosquitoes, and that's heartworm disease, which is present in areas with lots of mosquitoes. Understanding how antigen tests work can help a veterinary assistant or a veterinarian with discussing heartworm disease with patients. These antigen tests detect proteins that are released by adult females, but heartworm can also be diagnosed through microscopic viewing. Perhaps one of the most common tests performed in a veterinary clinic is the fecal float, where feces are suspended in a liquid and the eggs are brought up to the top and attached to a cover slip where they can be viewed under the microscope. One of the scariest parasites to view under a microscope has got to be an ear mite. There's nothing worse than having ear gunk on a slide suspended in mineral oil and seeing one of these little guys swim across your viewing field. Ringworm is an extremely contagious fungal parasite that is often transmitted quickly through cat colonies and should be something that's diagnosed through a skin scrape where skin samples are scraped off and put on a slide to be viewed. Another skin parasite that can be seen through a skin and microscope use is Demodex mites, which often cause hair loss and itching in their patients. Now that we've used several of our microbiology techniques in our worldwide veterinary clinic, probably one of the most important ones is proper hand washing. The last thing you want is to take these things back home and transmit them to your family. I hope these images didn't disturb you much, but if they did, here's a cute video of a mom and baby deer, but just know they're probably more parasite than they are deer.